Be seated. Sorry, I left my speech in my room. Let's just stand and sing. I'm kidding. It's Happy April Fool's Day, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Hyeri, and today I'll be delivering a story of my life. In the economic cycle, there are 4 periods: peak, recession, trough, and recovery. When the economy is at the highest point and everything works perfectly, it's a peak. Yet, it can be going towards the trough, which is the lowest point where nothing works well. A process from peak to trough is recession, and vice versa is recovery. The cycle keeps flowing and flowing. Similarly, it can be adapted to individuals' life, as one's life has both struggles and successes. Although, it would be ideal if our lives are always at the peak. As you know, our lives don't flow as we hope. Some of you might be at the peak, getting 95 on calculus test or winning the final rugby game. However, some of you might going through hard times. If you think that everything seems to be dragging you down, I would encourage you, this too shall pass away, as my trough did. Confronting and accepting that you are having hard times are the first step that you need to take. Although it might be challenging to face that you are at the lowest point in your life, trust me, you will face recovery as you have faced the trough. We don't need to be at the peak all the time. If you're always having happy moments, how can you really tell it's a real happiness? The hardships make the happiness more appreciable. My trough came when I was in grade 8 in Korea. One day, I was having a breakfast with my parents, and my dad mentioned about how I was born. I call it the secret of birth, although I don't think it deserved this impressive title. The story was basically about how I was born in artificial insemination, which is a technology for the people who cannot have a baby by themselves. I totally felt betrayed by my parents because I had thought that I was born normal as others. Since then, I started thinking in depressing ways. Once, I got a really bad mark in a math test, and I thought, it's an obvious result because I was made artificially. Every day was a nightmare since I had a thought of being artificially born. I absolutely lost myself and kept deriding my value of being Hyeri. I started running away from the fact instead of accepting and understanding it. That made me to give up my relationships, schoolwork, and myself because I had no importance in my life anymore. One night, I got a chance to talk with my mom. Even though I was escaping from the situation, I couldn't hide it in front of my mom, who has become a biggest supporter in my life. First, I blamed her for giving me a birth artificially and cried for a while. She just sat there and listened to what I had been thinking. And then she said, she had prayed and tried so hard to meet me, and she's just thankful that I'm with her right now. Also, her back still hurts from the procedure. I realized that my mom was the one who went through the most heartbreaking moments, not me. Although I didn't think I was valuable enough, I'm the most precious one to my parents. By talking to my mom, I was going through recovery. I wanted to achieve peak, which led me to a decision of coming to Canada. Knowing that I'm a valuable person to my parents, I hope to feel how I can be a valuable human to myself. Although it took time to overcome, it was possible since lots of supporters were there to encourage me. My friends, the teachers, and my family. And now, I'm here sharing my story to you. I can proudly say this is my happiest moment in my life. Involving in the Appleby community, having new friends and environment, and accepting my value as a human being. If I didn't hear The Secret of Birth by my dad, I wouldn't be able to know my true value. Also, because I had lost myself, I was able to find real me and figure out that how much I mean to my family. A trough can arise to everyone in different ways. Losing your loved ones, getting rejected from the first choice university, or just having depressing moments. As I shared in my story, we all had someone to hold us and lead us from the bottom to the peak. It can be a person, a book, or yourself that lifts you up. You don't need to be hurried to recover. If it takes time, just crying out loud might be helpful. Whenever you think you want to step out from the recession, that is the time that you need to find someone or an inspiration to hold you up. Everyone undergoes a tough time, but just appreciate your hardships rather than give up your life and think, oh, I can't do this, because there will be a pleasant moments in near future. As stars can shine without darkness, our happiness cannot shine without hardships. I want you to think where you're right now in your life. Peak, recession, trough, or recovery. Don't be afraid to go to recession if you're at the peak. And don't be depressed if you're at the trough. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Trust me, everything will be alright. Please stand to sing hymn 352.